from the ReliefFactor.com studios, here's Mike Gallagher.
I know the political world was watching last night's GOP presidential debate. I mean, I watched it too. They're over. That's the best thing to say about the debates. That's in the rearview mirror. Now the voters get to start voting. Iowa gets to decide. New Hampshire gets to decide. South Carolina gets to cast their ballot. And let me get the obligatory red meat clip out of the way. I think there are more pressing matters to deal with. For example, I wish they would have spent much more time discussing the rampant, raging, rank anti-Semitism that many leftists in America have been exhibiting in the last few weeks. I really wish they would have spent more time on that. I would have liked to have seen a conversation on that debate stage about a woman in Oakland, California being denied the ability to go to the bathroom in a diner, in a coffee shop, in a hipster, enlightened coffee shop. They blocked the entrance to the woman's bathroom, 3 of them, with their smart aleck, smarmy. Of course, I think 2 of them were wearing masks because that's how they roll. If you're woke, you got to wear a mask, right? So I want to get to that in just a moment. But first, here was the most amazing moment of the night last night on that debate stage in Alabama, which was moderated by Megyn Kelly, Ileana Johnson, Elizabeth Vargas, all from News Nation, or sort of a News Nation debate. Megan's got her own show over on Sirius XM. They did a great job. Hats off to News Nation. I'm not the biggest Chris Cuomo fan in the world, but he had like a pre- and post-debate show. Our coverage was better. Hope you watched Andrew Wilkow and Mark Davis and the team on Salem News Channel. I was a guest with Andrew at about 7:15, and Andrew does a great job. He's a terrific host. If you haven't watched Andrew on Salem News Channel, you're missing a lot. He's terrific. Does a great job. He's been a radio host for years on Sirius XM, and now we have him on Salem News Channel. Go to snc.tv to get this streaming platform. It was kind of fun to watch. It's fun to watch Salem News Channel now on the big screen. You download the app on your smart TV, and you can watch Salem News Channel 24/7. And, all of us are on there. We got terrific talent like Andrew Wilkow and everybody else. So check it out, snc.tv. And we, of course, carried pre- and post-debate coverage as well. Here was the moment that, to me, was one of the most astounding moments of the debate. Imagine somebody like Christie accusing somebody else of being an obnoxious blowhard.
You do this at every debate.
I'll tell you exactly what I was.
Don't interrupt me. I didn't interrupt you. Okay? You say this. You do this. You do this at every debate. You go out on the stump and you say something. All of us see it on video. We confront you on the debate stage. You say you didn't say it, and then you back away. And I want to say what I said, Chris. I'm not done yet.
Well, this is
now look.
Hold on.
This is the fourth debate that you would be voted in the first 20 minutes as the most obnoxious blowhard in America. So shut up for a little while.
That pot kettle? Anybody get a load of Christie's shtick lately about President Trump? And incidentally, there was video posted from people in the room that showing Christie haranguing Megyn Kelly on one of the commercial breaks. At one point, Vivek told Christie, you need to go off and have a meal or something. He made some reference to eating, which, let's face it, not something that the dignified, polite class would say. Do we have that clip where he says go off and get a meal? I don't know which clip that was. I don't care. It all blurs together. Doesn't really matter. Christie was unhappy because he's always unhappy because he's telling 81% of Republicans you're all a bunch of dummies. I mean, Megyn Kelly obliterated Christie with the very first question. She said, you're in this to try to stop Donald Trump. Your whole campaign is steeped in Trump hatred. you used to love the guy. You were a debate advisor. You were a close advisor to him, and then you turned on him, and now you think he's unfit for office. And incidentally, Ron DeSantis didn't take the bait. I thought that was a great moment where Christie was trying to bait Ron DeSantis into saying that Donald Trump isn't fit to be president. Now, let me play this for you because this is very revealing. It's revealing to me in the way Ron DeSantis didn't take the bait, which suggests to me there is at least a glimmer of hope for the dream ticket, and that's Trump DeSantis in 2024. You know, DeSantis is not going DEFCON 1 on Donald Trump. He never has. He criticizes some of his policies. He criticizes some of his behavior, but he's not scorched earth like Christie is. Listen to this exchange where, again, this to me is very, very revealing. Governor DeSantis refuses to play the game that Christie wants him to play. He will not declare that Donald Trump is unfit to hold the office.
Why doesn't he just answer the question? The question was very direct. Is he fit to be president or isn't he? The rest of the speech is interesting, but completely non-responsive. And if we were in a courtroom, they'd strike the answer and say, Governor DeSantis.
No, they wouldn't. They would say
you're a smart
would
man.
Argue that
No, they would.
No, they wouldn't.
They would
Chris.
strike the answer because you're not answering it.
You just don't like. You have your thing. You have
is he fit or isn't he? No, I don't have my thing.
We don't.
He's the thing. Is he fit or isn't he? You're talking about him being 80 years old.
It doesn't mean that somebody couldn't get elected. That's up to the people that
DeSantis led
I think we have an opportunity to do somebody who is in the prime of their life. We don't have to worry about all this stuff with confidence. We can get it done. We'll do it.
I'm going to come to you. Finish.
Look, Father Time is undefeated. I don't know how he would score on a test, but I know this. We have an opportunity to nominate someone and elect someone for 2 terms who's going to be spitting nails on day 1 and for 8 years deliver you big results. We should not nominate somebody who's almost 80 years old.
He's afraid to answer.
No, I'm not.
You have to either you're afraid or you're not listening.
No, it's not.
There's a simple question.
Now, I know it gives you a headache. That sounds like the Mike Gallagher Show with the disagreeable caller. So memo to self, let me try interrupting less. I will, I promise. I keep trying. That's my daily pledge. I keep trying. I know I fail the test often. Ron DeSantis's answer there was very, very revealing. It would have been real easy for Governor DeSantis to say, oh, sure, okay, yeah, he's unfit for office. He wouldn't do it. I'm telling you, you think I'm crazy. A Trump DeSantis ticket is unbeatable. A Trump DeSantis ticket gives us 12 years of putting America first. A Trump DeSantis ticket gives us 12 years of prosperity and border security and life and respect for law enforcement and jobs and a country that we deserve. And I was so excited because I knew as soon as Christie went down that road, I thought, oh, crap, here we go. Is DeSantis going to take the bait or not? He didn't. And I played that clip. I looked back at it. I watched it on my DVR 3 times last night. Even with all the crosstalk, at no point did DeSantis ever fall into the trap that Chris Christie was trying to set for him. And incidentally, before you text and email me and say both can't be from the same state, Trump has 2 residences. He lives in Florida and he lives in New York. Ever heard of Trump Tower? It takes his lawyers a few swipes of a keystroke to make sure that Trump, that same thing Cheney did. It's not a problem. It's not an obstacle. So don't worry about that. That's not an issue. Trump DeSantis on the 2024 ticket is epic. And I may be guilty of wishful thinking, but DeSantis's refusal to go along with Chris Christie's stupid, insulting game is giving me some hope.